Hi there everyone, Miss Lottie Da here. Welcome to my channel. It's been a while since I have uploaded a video and I thought now would be a good time to upload a video. So this video is going to be about some paranormal experiences that I have been having lately. Starting last week is when all of this started. And if you had followed my previous channel that I had, you know that there is a particular room in my house that has a lot of paranormal activity going on. And that is this room that I am in right now. But the interesting thing is, only a few things have happened in this room. Most of the paranormal activity that I have been experiencing has been in my bedroom. And it happens at night or very early in the AM, like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. That's when a lot of the paranormal activity is actually happening. So let me start by the first thing that happened, which was last week. I forget exactly what day it was, but it was one day last week when this happened. So I was in here, actually. I was in my office and I was sitting at my computer and I was playing a computer game. And suddenly I got the chills. I got goosebumps. The hairs on my arms stood up. The air was not on. The heat was not on. Nothing was on at this point because I had shut everything off. There was nothing on. And not to mention, even if it had been on, I was sitting nowhere near the vent. So I wouldn't have felt anything anyway. But yeah, and so I had the lights turned off. So all that was, the light that was on was just coming from my computer. And I really couldn't see anything. I'm looking all around and I couldn't see anything. My phone was in my bedroom and it was plugged in, and I thought, I don't want to move from this spot because, I want some more interaction. Obviously there's something that's trying to get my attention and I don't want to leave this spot. I want to see or hear something else happen or what have you. But nothing did. The feeling went away. After a few minutes, things went back to normal. I shut my computer down and I went in my bedroom. That early morning, it would have been after 4 a.m. because my husband leaves at 4 a.m. to go to work. This happened after that, right after that. I was alone. I was still asleep, obviously. And I had this dream that I was in a vehicle, but I was the passenger. I don't know who the driver was because all I could see was myself and I could see the back seat. Now it was an older model car and it was one of the cars that had the bench back seat. It was an older model car, like from the 60s or 70s maybe. And suddenly a demon came up from the back seat in my dream. And this was your typical looking demon, the two giant horns coming up the side of the head. But he wasn't red in color. I couldn't make out what color because it was dark outside and it was dark in the car. So really all I could see was kind of like a shadow of him, I guess you could say. But anyway, he reached his two gigantic hands into the front seat and wrapped them around my neck. And I could physically feel my body being pulled up. And in my dream at the same time, he was lifting me up out of my seat by my neck. And trying to pull me into the back seat with him, and I could literally feel my body moving. I fought like hell to manage to get out the words, "You can't have me." And as soon as I said it, and I could physically hear myself saying it, even though I was asleep or half asleep, what have you, I could hear myself say it. He disappeared, and I woke up. That was the end of it. But when I opened my eyes, I saw in front of me, and this is physically, this is not, I did not dream this. I literally saw this flying bug, I guess it was. It was about this size, and actually it was round like this, and its wings were fluttering like crazy. And so then I blinked a few times because in my head I'm like, this isn't real, this isn't real. And when I opened my eyes again after I blinked a few times, it was gone. I looked all around the room. There was nothing like that in my room at all. And I knew that there wasn't. So I don't know what that was about. That was a new experience for me. So fast forward, that was last week. So last night, early this morning, whichever it happened, once again I was alone and I was asleep. And in my sleep, I was walking side by side with a female. I never saw the female. I could not hear the female. I know she was talking to me, but I don't know what she said. I got an overwhelming feeling of love and tenderness and kindness from this person. That was the feeling that I got. In the dream, I suddenly stopped and she hugged me and she kissed me right here on the side of my head. And I physically felt it. I felt someone's arms around my shoulders, and I felt that person bring me into them, and I felt them kiss me right here on my forehead. And I could feel their body pressed up against mine. But I knew it was a female, and I know it was someone that I know. But that's it. This figure was very light. It wasn't a heavy figure. It was almost childlike. And once I started to physically feel that, of course, I jerked awake. Now, my mind automatically goes to, it was a demon in disguise. Because demons will pretend to be children, so you will let your guard down and you will be friendly with them and they can take you over. But for some reason, part of me feels like maybe it wasn't. Part of me feels like maybe it legit was somebody just trying to tell me that they're with me, they love me, they care about me, and I'm safe. That's what I want to believe, but the paranormal side of me just feels like maybe it was another ploy from a demon. Now, I have had several dreams throughout my lifetime of fighting off demons in my dream. It happens a lot to me. But it hasn't happened in a good while. But I thought I would share this experience because there's going to be a lot of paranormal things on this channel that have happened to me personally. I'm going to start telling more and more stories about my life and about paranormal things that I have experienced and how it has changed my life and opened my eyes to a lot of things that I think a lot of people are oblivious to. So that's what has been happening to me lately as far as paranormal things go. Yeah, it was very scary this morning, and also last week, because it, out of the thousands of dreams that I've had where there's been a demon present in my dream and I have fought it off or killed it or prevented it from taking me over, I never physically felt it. But when I had that dream last week, I physically felt the hands around my neck. I physically felt my body being pulled up by those hands. And that's what's most disturbing. So I just thought that I would share this video with all of you today. Thank you for watching. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Take care and God bless.